So it's the start of another nice day here in Portland, Oregon. I've got some awards to make for the Guild of Oregon Woodworkers. We give a Volunteer of the Month award, and about a year ago I was sitting in the audience at our monthly meeting. The president of the organization announced that he was awarding this to one of our members, and I shouted out from the audience, "He needs a plaque." Well, he said, "So make one." So I did. And for the last month we've been giving out an award to the members. So we're going to make some today. So yesterday I stopped at one of the reclaimed lumber stores. It's a place here in Oregon that salvages doors and all kinds of architectural hardwood, and they had these cutoffs from the local lumber supply company, Hardwood Industries. So I picked up a bunch of blanks. My plan is to mill these up and then glue them together and make some awards. So we'll see what happens. So here, I'm not doing anything more than checking the milling, making sure that I'm going to pair the right pieces together. I've got some longer pieces that I intend to cut in half and make those the paired items. The wood I was using here was both white oak and hickory, so I was trying to match the wood types to the best of my ability. In a couple of them I had mixed wood blanks, but they came out okay, and they look good. So here there were a couple of long pieces of wood that I wanted to cut in half and match so that I could make one blank from the same piece of wood. So that's what is happening here. One more glue up to do, and we'll have 12 blanks ready to work on. So what's happening here is I'm taking them out of the clamps and then just jointing the both edges where the glue line was to make sure I've got a nice square edge on those edges. Then they get taken over to the table saw, and you can see the glue line there. That width is wider than the width of the board individually. So I made 2 passes at the table saw so that the glue line would stay pretty much in the center of the final product. So this is the first cut of one of the blanks. Cut all the blanks the same width, then adjusted the rip fence again and cut another strip off of each of the blanks so that I ended up with square blanks with the glue line in the center. But that didn't get recorded for some reason, maybe user error. So after they got cut at the table saw, I came back and trimmed the edges, the bottom edges of each of these to make sure we had a nice square edge, no glue showing. And then we trimmed for the final height before we cut any angle at the top of them. And again, this was all done at the chop saw. Okay, so we've got the majority, in fact we've got all of the blanks milled up to final sizes. We need to do some sanding. Some of them we got a little bit of burn from the table saw. And then we have to set up the CNC to engrave them. But before we do that, here's the CNC machine. But before we do that, we're going to have to finish them with a little bit of shellac and figure out exactly how we're going to darken the leathers, whether we're going to use ebonizing or whether we're going to use paint. But we'll figure that out the next day. See you tomorrow. So I had an error when I was recording one of the key components of the whole build, which is the cutting of the angle top. So what I do is I have a little jig that I set up that allows me to hold the wood blanks in the at the chop saw at a 45-degree angle. And then I set the blade, it's not set there now, but I set the blade at a 25-degree angle and then chop, and that allows me to chop the top of the award off, and that's how we end up with the angle at the top of the award. Hope you can see that.
it's incredibly expensive. And we'll have a better sense of what's actually happening. Right now, it's like a lot of, as Nancy was describing, a lot of patched together, unconfirmable reports of things that may or may not actually be happening. And now journalists being informed. Else can't sleep with this can't sleep with it. Can't mattress. Your body's like everything to mattress. I mean, sleep and sometimes we thought they paid or also we have like mattresses. We have that was the personal one also we have for mattresses. So what's you do? You can sleep with now don't say compromise. You check yourself. You can sleep outside. But it's 2 minutes sleep with mattress to mattress. But you can best sleep before like everybody else sleep outside. No problems and all. Come on, soft and you check out the international nice free. It's actually right to work. And you can don't let it go. We're not going to sit to the face. See you that's what we do. She's here. Right now, this is our $200 on mattresses. $200 off. You can sleep outside. That's really safe outside. We've seen the Inspector General for the Intelligence Community come forward. Did you deal with whistleblowers when you were out here?
The whistleblower protection for those in the intelligence community. And the way it works basically is that if you're an employee or a contractor in the intelligence community and you have a matter that you consider to be of urgent concern regarding a violation of law, executive order, misuse of money, that kind of thing, it specifically cannot be where you simply disagree with the administration policy, but if it's in the categories that I just described, then the mechanism is that you report that concern to the Inspector General.
So it's been a while, but I'm finally getting back to finishing up the awards. They were all carved, and they have Oramask on them. I did put a coat of dilute shellac over the Oramask into the carving before I've gone through and now painted with some acrylic paint. And this is the little setup I've got over here. It's really just a matter of brushing or rubbing that paint into the letters pretty aggressively to make sure that the edges of the letters are fully saturated and covered, and that we don't end up with any puddles in any of the letters. And then tomorrow I'll come back and pull off the Oramask, and for the most part that's a fairly straightforward process, except for places like inside the E's and inside the O's, where you end up with small pieces of the Oramask that aren't attached to larger pieces. It takes it's a challenge to get some of that off. So let me keep going, and we'll see how the end product looks.
Of quarterbacking the problem, and not only do they have the talent to do that, but everybody understands that they are
So I'm calling the awards officially complete this afternoon. There are only 10 of them. 2 of them ended up with some cracks and things that I didn't like. But 10 will last us quite a while. And I think they all came out looking quite nice. All the finish is a dilute shellac. So I think I'll package these up and call it quits.